So I want to talk about UTIs, which I am no stranger to. Now, as women, we've historically been taught there are two things to do when it comes to preventing or dealing with a UTI or a bladder infection. The first is to always pee right before and right after sex, right? We've all heard this. Definitely do that. Good advice. The second one is that we've been told if you're starting to feel symptoms that you should drink some cranberry juice, right? We've all heard this, but the question is why? It's because cranberry juice is a natural source of something called D-Mannose, which is a simple sugar that attaches to E. coli, which is the bacteria that causes these types of infections. And it basically prevents the bacteria from sticking to the walls of your bladder or your urinary tract. So you just flush it all out when you pee. However, I don't know about you, but for me, cranberry juice has never worked. Even if it was like all natural, sugar free, tasted like battery acid pure, like never worked. And it wasn't until someone explained to me what I'm explaining to you and told me to just buy straight D-Mannose. And it was like, oh my God, the clouds parted, okay? So you can take it as a powder, you could take capsules. Either way, just make sure you take it with a ton of water because you want to keep the system flushing. And taking D-Mannose is something that you can do preventatively. You can take it if you're, just starting to feel symptoms. And you can even take it while you're taking antibiotics, right, to help the process along. I want to be clear that I would never tell someone not to take antibiotics if you've got like a raging infection. Like, don't fuck around. take the drugs, okay? However, if you end up, having to take antibiotics for a UTI or a bladder infection, and it either doesn't get better or it just comes back, and then this keeps happening over and over again, then you're dealing with a chronic urinary tract infection, and that is a whole other story. So keep an eye out for part 2 when I'll give you some potentially life-saving, tips on how to treat chronic UTIs while getting off the antibiotic merry-go-round. And if you or someone you know needs help navigating chronic illness, my information is in my bio.